Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. In this video, I'm going to show you guys some cool books that I managed to pick up from my LCS in California. Yes, before I left Cali, I was able to go into my LCS, at least one of them. I found some books there and I had them set the books aside to me. And they continued to pull books for me on my pull list and add them to my box until I could get myself established here in North Carolina. And once I did that, I went ahead and paid for all the books and then they shipped everything over to me. So shout out to Crush Comics in Castro Valley. Awesome comic shop that has taken care of me for the last couple of years. Now, with that said, I want to show you guys some awesome books that were sent to me. This first one is from AWA, and it is Moths. This is a pretty awesome series. It is a continuation of a series that they had earlier that I thoroughly enjoyed, and this again is the next chapter in that story, and I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying this so far, and I want to say it was I think Mark Andrews that actually gave me a heads up that this title had finally been released. This was one that was actually supposed to be released early in the pandemic, but wasn't. And it went off the radar. I didn't hear anything about it, and then they went ahead and released it. So I'm glad that I was able to pick up that gorgeous copy of that book and give it a read. And like I said, I enjoyed it. We're getting to the end, I think, of this next titles run, and I was going to wrap it up, but then they made the announcement that Donnie Cates has actually taken over, so clearly I am not taking this one off my pull list anytime soon. This is Immortal Hulk. This is specifically issue number 47 right here. I want to say that this is a little bit of an homage to some previous Hulk covers right there. I have not read that one in quite some time, but we'll get around to it. This is one that I thought that I had taken off my pull list, but it just won't go away. I have not read this in quite some time. This is Hellions. Hellions issue number 12. And I will tell you, I do like the landscape view covers. They don't make great for, displays like on the wall, but they are cool covers. So I'm not sure if that's a wraparound of any sort. I have not taken it out of plastic, but cool book right there, Hellions. Next up, we have a cool book. This is one that I've been enjoying for quite some time, and it appears to be a copy that is not damaged, which is unusual for this title. I am specifically talking about Philadelphia. This is issue number 13. This is a title that I've been reading for a while, and for whatever reason, these Image books, specifically Philadelphia, is almost always damaged. Almost always damaged. I think maybe this is the second or third time that I've been able to pick up a copy that doesn't have aggressive spine ticks. That's a new term, aggressive spine ticks. Next up, this is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 66. This is a Mark Bagley cover right there. Bagley is back, baby. Here is issue number 67, The Chameleon Conspiracy Part 1 right there. And this title's coming to the end. Nick Spencer's run is wrapping up here. I want to say in September. Next up here is issue number 68. I think those were a little out of order. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Issue 68 right here. This is, what is this, part 2 maybe? Doesn't really say on there. Yeah, all good. I want to say that's the variant. So I think that's like the B cover, I think. Here is X-Men issue number 20. Have not read this one in a while. I honestly lost a little interest in the X-Men title. Maybe I'll check it out, and fingers crossed that it's pretty good. This is issue number 21 right here. Again, haven't read any of this, and I think that's essentially coming to an end, as well as they're going to reboot that title. I can't remember. Maybe Jerry Dugan is taking over. I'm not sure. I think Hickman is going on to do some other things, so we'll see what happens with that. This next stack of books, these are not new books at all. These are really cool. And some of these I think are like doubles and triples for me, to be honest with you. I picked up some Invaders books. I could not resist. When I went to the LCS as I was leaving Cali, they had some new Invaders books in the bin, and I just basically grabbed them all and was like, just hold these for me. I'll settle up later. This is Invaders issue number 5 right there. At some point, I need to go through here and see just how many copies I actually have of Invaders because I just keep buying them. Here is issue number 3 right there. And who did the cover on this? Is that Kirby? I've got to look at that one. Here is issue number 2 right here. And this one's cool. It actually has a date stamp down there. I did not notice that before, but date stamp, really, really cool. I absolutely dig those. Did I pay that much for that? Maybe so. Next up, this is issue 15 right here. And again, I am a huge fan of the Invaders. I want to say that I have almost every Invaders series that has come out. I've pretty much bought them, and including what I thought was a pretty good Invaders series back in like 2005, 2006. A couple of really cool Alex Ross covers on those. I have all of those. Here is issue number 27 right here. And then the very last one is issue number 35. So my little Invaders run continues to grow and grow. So with that, I'm going to wrap this video up. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch. I hope that you enjoyed this look at my last haul from California, somewhat delayed. And as I say that, I realize that I think I actually have another stack or 2 of books coming in from other shops at LCSs in California. So maybe it's not my last haul from Cali. Maybe more to come. With that, I'm going to wrap it up. If you need to reach out to me, feel free to do so on Instagram at Regie Collects. Take care. So because that last video was so short, I thought that I would add some bonus content here at the end, showing you some additional books that I managed to pick up recently. This very first book is a second copy of Milestone Returns Infinite Edition 0. And this is the reintroduction of Milestones. It is back after 20 years, and I'm definitely excited about it. This is a really cool book, and excited to see what Milestone actually rolls out in the next several months in terms of all of the new titles that they are releasing. One of the very first titles that they release is Static Shock. Well, specifically Static Season 1. And I read episode or issue 1, and it was honestly fantastic. It really was a good read, but I picked up this variant cover right here. I think this is the 1 in 25 or maybe 1 in 10. This is the Dennis Cowan cover right here. This is just an homage to the original Static issue number 1. So I picked this one up because I thought that it was really, really cool. And I think this is the 1 in 25. So I picked up a copy of that. Already have the regular covers, but I saw that one and had to have it. Next up, these are a couple of books that I'm just a huge fan of, specifically Nocterra. This is issue number 4, a couple of the covers. This is cover B right here. And I already have cover A, but the cover B really spoke to me, so I went ahead and snagged that. I thought it was a gorgeous cover. This next one is not necessarily gorgeous. It is a creepy cover, but it is an awesome one. This is Nocterra issue number 4. This is cover C, and just again, a creepy cover. If you are not reading this, I highly recommend it. This is a title from Image that I have really been enjoying, and fingers crossed that it continues to perform as well as it has for like the last 4 issues. So these next 2 books, these next 2 were purchased on purpose because they are a Todd McFarlane book. And based upon everything that I was hearing that Todd was putting out there before this book's release, I knew that the print runs were going to be large. And so instead of just buying the cover A, I decided to go with a ratio variant. And this specific ratio variant actually spoke to me, so I decided to pick this one up. This is the 1 in 50 variant for Spawn's universe. And this right here is honestly an amazing cover. Amazing cover. Just the black and white, all of the wonderful detail from the pencils here. And I like the fact that they actually put it on the paper that is used by the artist. This is actually what the artist like turns in to the publisher for the purpose of printing. They actually turn that into the cover. So I thought that this was really, really well done, and it spoke to me, and I decided to go ahead and pick this one up. I don't even know who did this cover. It doesn't even matter because it is honestly just a really, really cool cover. And again, the print run for this, I think, was relatively large. Lots of copies out there. A lot of them are going to be 9.8s because Todd McFarlane fans are going to send that book in and get it graded and all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to be a little different, and I decided to, like I said, to get the 1 in 50 variant, and I actually picked up 2 copies of it. So definitely pleased to have these books in the collection. I'm also in the process of assembling a full run of Spawn. I've actually been working on that in the background, going through my collection of comics, and I've been pulling out all the issues, trying to see how much of it I have, and I'm pretty close to having a full run of Spawn, and so definitely pleased to have picked up Spawn's universe, the expansion of what it is that Spawn has been doing for the last couple of decades. With that said, this is going to end the bonus content. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, I certainly want to encourage you to hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment behind. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel for some reason or another, go ahead and do that right now. Take care.